GGRC.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of GGRC. I'm RC, and this, the guy licking his nether regions over here, this Sushi, co-pilot, co-host. Sushi, come on, we're on camera here. This is not decent. You like that? He gives me the look, and then he's like, whatever, dude. Anyway, today we're going to be playing some Trials Evolution Gold Edition. This is on PC. This is a game that I absolutely love. I really like the Trials series. This one originally came out on the Xbox 360. Had a ton of fun with it back then. And ever since E3 2018 last week, you know, when they announced Trials Rising that's coming out at the beginning of next year, I have been craving some Trials. I'm like, man, I got to get into some frustrating bike courses here, you know? So I'm really looking forward to getting back into this. So I haven't played this since it came out, and I think this came out in if I had to guess, 2013 or something like that. So it's probably been about 5 years. So again, looking forward to getting frustrated on some crazy bike tracks here. But regardless, if you haven't played Trials before, it is a great bike game. It is not a racing game. I guess you're kind of racing against the clock in some ways. You get a countdown timer, but basically you're trying to get through all of these crazy courses on a bike through physics-based, issues and perils and environmental things that come up and everything. It's a great game. The further you get into it, though, the more frustrating it gets. So here we go. Let's jump into Trials. Osri, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, so this was actually a 360 game originally, and I haven't played it since then. This is a completely fresh install of this. I've never played it on PC, but I am playing this now for the first time on PC, which is pretty cool. So let's see here. We can go and customize our guy. Yeah, we don't have any money yet, so we can't really buy anything. So I guess this is sort of what we got to start out with, huh? Yeah, I guess so. We can't really change colors or anything like that, it would seem. No, that's all we get. Wait. Garage, here we go. I want to see the bikes. So bikes, you do unlock bikes as you go too, but unfortunately, no other bikes to play with just yet. Alright, we got Crash County and the HD Warehouse. Let's start with Crash County here. We got the D license test. Well, let's jump in. Now, they call it a race, but I mean, it's not really a race, right? You'll see what I'm saying here if you haven't seen this game here in a second. So, right trigger to gas, left trigger to brake, you lean, and you can restart the race or restart it last checkpoint anytime you want. So basically what you're doing here is trying to hit checkpoints as you go through all these dangerous levels here. Tons of fun. Oh! See, we've already crashed, but we can hit B, and that'll put us right back at the checkpoint. And of course we can lean. This is all stuff I already know, but... Whoa! Flaming tire trying to get us. Whoa! That is a crash. There we go. Boom! Keep dropping stuff on him, dropping squirrels. There we go, there's the piano. So I think it's safe to say this game has a... there we go. Drop the train car on him. Has a pretty good sense of humor about it. We've completed the license test for the D. And we got 300 bucks. So let's just jump on to the next level here. Walk in the park. And here we go. Alright, we're doing okay. We're staying on top of things, hitting checkpoints. Stay up. There we go. Hit that one. Okay. Keep it going. I kind of love the guy screaming, "Oh yeah!" Explosions, basically going through a minefield here. Stay up, stay up. Okay, we're doing good. We're looking good. Boom. Didn't fall, didn't do anything there. And we got some sort of achievement for that too. I don't know what it was for, but... let's see here. Head to results. So, Osric says, yeah, this was definitely not the one that you played. All the tracks were in a warehouse. So, let's actually head back here. And at the beginning here, we did have the HD warehouse to pick from. And, okay, I think all of these are... Oh, okay, I see. We need 11 models to unlock. So this must have been some DLC that they added in at some point. I want to see what these skill games are here inside the ball. Okay, so you can pick between other things here. The micro donkey, I completely forgot about that. Alright, I think we'll come back to the warehouse after we get a few more medals so we can actually unlock that stuff there. Alright, we got a few more to do here. Let's see, it was part of a 3-game bundle with Limbo and Splosion Man. Pretty sure it was just called Trials with no subtitle. Yeah, they did come out with the Trials game before this on the 360. I believe this was a sequel to that one. But I don't know if that one is actually available on Uplay. That's the thing. But that's a great 3-game bundle, coming with Limbo, Splosion Man, and Trials. I think it was Trials HD. I think that was the name of it. Land it! Oh! Did not quite land that one. There we go, hit this one. There we go. I'm trying to escape all these bombs and everything. Lean. There we go. Keep leaning. There it is. And there's the end. Boom. But we only got a bronze medal for that one. Here go the bombs. I love the joke that they're just always blowing this guy up at the end. Like, it cracks me up every time. Alright, let's play the next one. Just keep on going. Yeah, so Trials HD was exclusively in the warehouse. Okay. I don't remember HD as much as I remember this. I definitely played HD. But at some point, because they have HD, that was a great drop right there, by the way. But because they had HD, they had Evolution, and then they had Fusion come out a few years ago as well. They kind of all run together for me. Fusion stands out more just because, like, that was the one they had all the crazy, like, unicorn DLC for. So I'll always remember what that one was for, but I feel like this one and HD kind of run together for me. Whoa! Okay. There we go. Boom. That's definitely a gold. Okay, so you're gonna get knocked down in medals whenever you take a spill or whatever, because that's 2 golds for me right there. We do have some new rider gear, it would look like. World War II level. It looks like they're adding a couple of those in here every now and then. The beachhead one here, that was definitely WW2. There we go. Here's a great jump. Yes! And... oh, don't fall. Don't fall. Gotta learn to lean the right way. There it is. Oh, crap. Okay, there's the exit. Boom! Another gold for me. It takes such a spill. Osric says, well, there's not much they can really add gameplay-wise. Yeah, you would think. I don't know if you actually... did you end up playing Trials Fusion? Because they went all out with Trials Fusion. Like, there are a ton of, like, really strange and weird things that they've added into that DLC-wise, for sure. Yeah, they added the cat riding a unicorn that shoots a gun, I think it did. And I believe in some of that DLC, like, they had dragons and all that other stuff, and I think they had portals that you went through that took you to other parts of the level, and they started going really nuts with it. So I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with Trials Rising. Because I don't think they really showed anything for the game at E3 this year. They just kind of were like, hey, it's coming, you know, the beginning of next year. So hopefully we'll get to see that pretty soon, and hopefully they'll be adding something new and crazy to it, you know? That course was a little boring compared to all the other stuff we've already played. There we go. We got the next event. We got 13 medals. Let's skip all these notifications here. Let's duck back out, and let's go to the HD... Well, before we go to the HD warehouse, let's go to the garage, because it did say we got some new gear. Okay, so we unlocked a whole bunch of stuff that we could potentially buy, but it's not actually unlocked. Man, it's one of my biggest pet peeves in games is when they give you, like, you have to unlock the thing and then you also have to buy it. Ugh, I'm never a biggest fan of that. I've only got 4,900, almost 5,000 in money, but... So I could buy some new gloves. Big whoop, right? Eh, whatever. Let's go back to racing. Let's see. My only knowledge of this game is Sean Anners winning a bet against his friend whilst playing it, forcing him to buy a chinchilla. Wow, I don't know anything about that. That is way over my head. Alright, let's check out beginner here. Alright, so we're back in the warehouse. And it said HD warehouse, so this must literally be like the tracks from HD. Which is kind of cool that they would, you know, squeeze part of the game in there. Wow! I'm on fire. Oh no! I was right there at the end too, and I got... oh my god. And I got hit by that stupid bar or whatever. I think I gotta restart this one. Because I pretty much had this one down pat. And then I got hit by that dumb bar out of nowhere. Keep going, dude. Okay, slow up here. There we go. There it is. There it is. Three more medals, I'll take it. Osrig, don't you love unlocking something twice, though? Yeah. Always love that. So annoying. Okay. Yep, that's definitely from the one I played. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it looks like, because that's what they called it here. They literally called it the HD warehouse. So this must be stuff from the first game. Which, hell, I'm always game for, you know? The more you can add into with the second game, you know, if you got a campaign for the second game and then you're adding, you know, part of the first game in there with it, I'm game for that. I like it. They also did that with Rayman Legends. They added in a lot of, if not all of, Rayman Origins in the game, and you had to unlock the levels sort of similar to how you do it in this game. But they were all available to play, which I thought was really, really cool, because the Rayman Origins, in my opinion, is an absolute classic for platforming. Boom! And Rayman Legends is not far behind it, in my opinion. I absolutely love that series. I really hope they get to do another one in the next few years. Round out the trilogy, you know? Here we go! Oh man, stuff is just breaking and busting and... those checkpoints. Through the fire. And the end. He just kind of taps the end there. Moron. Alright, you need to pass the C license test to unlock more events. Okay, that we can do. Yeah, Osric agrees that he loves Rayman Legends. Dude, I love that game. Origins and Legends both are like... They're very underrated games. I don't think Legends sold all that well. Because I think it came out exclusively for the Wii U. Didn't sell very good, and then it came out later on other platforms and stuff, which I'm happy it did, because that might give it the chance to come out with a third game. But I absolutely love both of those games. So good. Rayman overall is pretty underrated. He seems to be kind of like a, you know, a journalist darling. Like, a lot of journalists love the Rayman series, but I don't hear players talk about Rayman as much, you know. It's kind of interesting. Man, we're almost all the way through these as well. We're ripping through the beginner stuff. But we haven't gotten to anything hard yet. Wait till we get to the hard tracks, right? There we go. And the extreme tracks that you get to in Trials are... Some of those are just insane. The way you're actually able to, like, finagle your bike over, like, weird blocks and strange shapes and stuff like that. Yeah, because these beginner ones are a breeze, man. New tournaments, all kinds of stuff. We're at almost 11,000 in gold here, so we'll be able to buy a new helmet or something coming up here pretty soon. Oh, that was stupid me. I didn't even think about it. Might as well just restart, get that gold, baby. Okay, we can go fast down here. Alright, slow it down. It even has a little turtle sign right there, and I was not even paying attention. And another one down. Alright, that is everything in beginner. That is 100%. So let's go back to Crash County here. And let's see if we can get a gold real quick in the one that we didn't get a gold. Then we'll move on. We're sort of trying to gold all of this beginner stuff because it'll actually set us up to unlock most of the stuff as we go on. Because we're going to need all the medals we can get to unlock all the really hard stuff. Because as it gets going, you know, it gets a lot harder to get those golds. You gotta be good. Oh, don't fall. Okay. Ooh, don't fall. There we go. There it is. Oh, we got a silver for that, not a gold. I wasn't moving fast enough. Blowed him up. Blowed him up good. Alright, let's see here. Let's hit back. Let's go to our C license test. Let's check it out. Sorry about that. Checking something on my phone really quick. Okay, so we do have a new bike. The Piranha 250cc. In a new dazzling blue color. Alright, let's get through here. Hill climbing. To climb uphill, lean forward, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know this. Come on. Or you could do this one, which I remember doing. It wants to do all these tutorials, but I've played this game before, so it's like not really anything I need to know about. Fling that rider. See you later. There we go. We got our C license. Very nice. So, let's see. Osric says, my composer has been amazing so far. The track you heard in the trailer was intended to be about 2 minutes long, and he made it 3. Dude, I think that matched the trailer for your game very, very well. It definitely felt like, you know, with the shooting and the enemies and the music and everything, it mixed really, really well together. And then you asked him to make the ending a tad more climactic, and he made it 4. Very cool, man. Alright, we're moving on to Fuel for the Flames. We're moving on from beginner to easy, so we'll see what happens here. But yeah, dude, that trailer came out really, really good for the game. And, really, really cool to hear the music that's going to be in it, too. Alright, we got another WW2 thing going on here. Woo! Fall down here. There we go. Up, 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 up. Okay. Make that jump. Oh no! Oh! Took a crash. Nah, this one's definitely going to be a bronze medal. I feel like I'm moving super slow. No, it was a silver. Actually got a silver for that. Oh yeah, so for anybody listening to me talk about... Oh wow, they just totally destroyed him there. For anybody watching this video on demand later, you know, on my YouTube or whatever, for those wondering what me and Osric are talking about, Osric has a game called Viscera Fest, and it's very, very cool. Played through the first episode of it. It's very good. He's got a second and third episode upcoming. And he has a new trailer out with some music, so definitely worth checking out. Definitely search it on YouTube. There you go, buddy. WW3 will be fought by bikers with explosive barrels. I hope so. I feel like they need to kind of spice things up a little bit. World War III is definitely going to have some sort of bikers, you know, Mad Max style thing, you know what I mean? Oh, jeez, I'm not even... just starting a whole level after that. Not even going to entertain that one. Up we go. So pro tip, I mean, the thing you gotta learn about trials, if you want to be a trials pro, it's all about the leaning. It's all about knowing when to lean at the exact right time. Make sure you don't fall. And you gotta hit those jumps at the right spots and everything too. And leaning is all about that. Oh! As I talk about leaning and then immediately fall. Not that I'm speaking as a pro. Definitely not trials pro. But I played a lot of the games to know how it works. There's another silver. Damn. Another silver. I don't want that. Osric is working as we speak on the secret level for his game. Very, very cool, man. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to checking out the next episode of that, because I thought that was very cool. There we go. Back in. So, Osric, do you have a estimated finish date, an ETA, as we say, for your game to be finished? Because it's quite obvious that you put a lot of work into it, and I was really excited watching your trailer yesterday when you sent it to me. That was a good move right there. That was not a good move. There we go. But I was pretty excited watching it because I was like, oh my god, like this not only is a cool trailer with really cool music, but I was watching it thinking like, man, any random person who is watching this trailer is gonna get excited watching this, I think, because I was getting excited from the music, watching it, getting excited for like the next installment, the next episode. I can only imagine that going up on the Steam page and then people watching it going like, oh my god, this looks amazing, you know? So I'm definitely excited for you, dude. I think you're putting a lot of work into that, and it looks great. There we go. Whoa! It's quite a turn there with the camera. Did not expect that. Oh man, I forgot. Yeah, that was definitely a crash. I forgot about these things. Alright, so this is gonna send me up. Oh, I gotta go way up there. Okay. There it is. I thought it was gonna fling me up in the air. There we go. So one fun thing about playing a game, you know, 5 or 6 years later after you played it, when you go back to it, it feels fresh again. You recognize and have the muscle memory from the actual mechanics of the game and everything. There go the fireworks, and he's dead on the pallet there. Oh, drop a piano on him just for good measure. But yeah, you remember all the mechanics and all that stuff, and it's still in your muscle memory, but you don't remember all of the tracks and everything in a game this particular, which I think is really fun. It's almost like, you know, playing it again for the first time, which is fun. Unless you have a photographic memory, which I do not, so it works out. Let's see, Osric says that the next episode he plans to have in beta by next month, and the game hopefully finish in early 2019. Sweet, dude. Well, we'll have to get that game up on GGRC when it gets close. All right. This one's pretty cool. Completely different environment here with the rocks and everything. I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure that this PC version of Trials is locked at 30 FPS. It looks like it goes up to 60 in very particular instances, but much of the time it feels like it's in 30. Really, really weird. My computer definitely would not have any trouble running this game whatsoever in a 60 frames per second situation. There we go, we blew him up. Oh, good God. So I don't know if they actually locked this game at 30 in certain areas or what, but... Let's take a little drink here. Very twilight dusk, autumn inspired area. I can hear wolves in the background, which is kind of cool. That checkpoint, there we go. Good landing. There we go. Get up over that rock. Alright, things are getting a little weird. I hear chanting, I see fire happening. I don't know what's going on. Still killing it here, though. Oh! I can't believe I crashed there. No! That's another crash. It's like floating rocks. Oh, and there he goes, flying into space, or the moon, or something. I don't know what's going on there. It's pretty, pretty weird. Oh, and then he hit it. He hit the moon. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, a few older console to PC ports have wonky frame rate caps. Yes, it's very true. All in that, like, kind of, you know, 360 era. You know, whenever they had a game that was running locked 30 on 360 or PS3 or whatever. Once it came to PC, it was like the same. So, yeah, you bring up the Force Unleashed, for example. It's a good question as why it's locked. I know, for instance, with, you know, id Software, you know, I believe that they time the gaming to like a tick or whatever within the game. It has something to do with the frame rate, the hertz, and all that other stuff. I'm not smart enough to fully understand it. But I assume it would have something to do with that. I don't know how hard it is to actually re-engineer something to run a little bit better at 60 instead of 30. I guess it all depends on what your platform is and your engine and all that stuff. Like I said, goes over my head a bit. But the one thing I can say is that my computer is definitely powerful enough to run this at 60, probably at 120 or 144 even. It's not like this is like a monster of a game or anything. Wow. Got blown across the county. Oh. There we go. And that might actually be the last race. Yeah, I was going to say that's the last one for that. So it says 53% completed, but that's because we got so many bronzes there. So we're actually going to go back and we're going to go do some stuff here. Oop, not in the garage. Well, actually, we got 18,000. Let's see what else we can buy. Maybe we can buy a sweet mask or something. Okay, we got the gas mask. That would use up all our cash. I kind of like the bandana skull and crossbones look here. Let's go with this. I like that. Let's see if we can change our shirt up here. Everything is green. I'm assuming we could change our color, right? Or no? Oh, there it is. Yeah, adjust color. So we could have adjusted our color before. So we can go with pink, purple, red. Red looks pretty good. Let's stick with what we got since we changed the color at least. Okay, so we can buy some pants. We don't have enough for any of that, but we can adjust the color once again. What do we want to go with? Go with blue, I guess, because why not? And why not? Let's buy some gloves. Because we can adjust the colors of these too. Let's give them some really annoying bright green gloves here. And we do have some new boots to pick from, but unfortunately, we do not have the cash for it. So, we just have to go back to racing. Alright, here we go. Here's our easy tracks. And away we go. So yeah, that's interesting. I don't remember the Trials HD warehouse stuff in this game. That's how long it's been since I played this game. Oh crap. So it's interesting to me when you come back to a game and don't remember something as simple as that. So it's quite possible that the Trials HD stuff, the stuff from the first game that you played, Osric, was always in Evolution, which is, again, as I said, like, just really weird to me that I don't remember that. But it's definitely a big part of the game because it's helping me get medals to open up all the other stuff in the game, so it's obviously important. But it's weird that I don't remember that. My memory is not exactly what people would refer to as a steel trap, though, I will say that. I have a kind of a bad memory. I remember certain things very vividly, and then other things just not so great. Like, my memory for movies, like movies I like and stuff like that, is much better than it is for games for some reason. I don't know why. Let's see. Osric says, also you'll need to at least play past the Dark Carnival level in Blood to fully appreciate the secret level of Chapter 2. So I do remember you talking about that, you saying I gotta play through Blood, and I am planning to play through Blood pretty soon. So I am getting that suited up. I just want it to be kind of more of an event than just like another GGRC video. You know, I kind of wanted to, because everyone's sort of, not everyone, but a lot of people have been asking me to play through Blood for a while. And the thing is, I don't even know if I'll be able to play through the game, because I've heard from so many people it's actually really hard, so. Still more solid than your secret finding skills. Thank you, friend. My secret finding skills have never been good. I've never claimed they were. So at least I can always stick to that, right? I can always say, hey, never been good at finding secrets. Though I will say on last night's stream from Quake, or yesterday afternoon's stream, in Office Offense, I was finding secrets like crazy. I think I found, if I'm remembering correctly, like 8 out of 10 or something like that. And that doesn't happen for me, as we already know. Alright, let's start this puppy up. Yeah, and I can't believe in your game, Osric, I played through that whole episode 1, and I think I may have found one secret in the whole thing. It was either one or none, but either way, it was a very sorry showing for secret finding for me. Keep on going. Yeah! But seriously, you should play on easy. Yeah, I probably will. You're not you're not the only person to actually suggest that. Somebody else suggested that in the chat a couple weeks ago as well. It'll be Blood will be much more accessible play-wise if you use the GDX port, which I can link you. I, believe it or not, have got the GDX port. I've actually, in my off time, have been working on getting that all set up. So I already have it ready to go here, unless, of course, he's released an update recently. I don't know if he has, but I did have it running and working. So there's just a couple other things I want to iron out with the game before I get it set up for a stream. And then coming up very soon, we will be playing through some Blood. I do like that though. Seriously, play it on easy. It's really funny. Oh no, that's a crash. You know, the funny thing is I've gotten, in my opinion, I've gotten pretty decent at Quake over the past few years. I'm no pro player or anything. Oh, Jesus, that would hurt. Oh, there, do the flip. Oh. All right, cut the engine a bit there. There we go. Let's land here. Obviously, I'm not going to make that jump. Wow, the ending was right there the whole time, too. Damn. Okay, he constantly updates the GDX port. Okay, I'm going to have to look into it then and see if there's another update for it before we start the stream then, because it's only going to get better and better, right? And Blood is your favorite 90s FPS. Very cool. Quake is mine, obviously, but Blood I've never gotten the chance to play through, so I'm excited to play through it. I've seen a few of the guys in the community actually post videos of them playing Blood, and it looks great. So very, very much looking forward to getting into that. But for a first timer, it's brutal as hell on medium. Still really only moderately okay on medium. No kidding. So what makes it your favorite out of all the 90s FPSs? Because that's a pretty hefty title to hold, considering all of the great first-person shooters that came out in the 90s. It's a more of a setting atmosphere thing, or is it because of the difficulty? Alright, we're moving along here pretty good. Whoa! This one is really fun, actually. There we go. We wheelied into the end zone there. That was great. Okay, I was about to say, I said play next, but I don't think there was a next to get to. So this is something that I do think is funny, though, is like, you'll see, you know, beginner 100%, easy 79%. So 20% down, I can probably go through there and mop those up. I love that as you make your way over to extreme, it just keeps, the percentage just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller, which just makes me laugh. Okay, so this one is what they call a skill game, and I remember these. I do remember these things you got to do where you have to try to finish the track inside the ball. There's a ski jump. Let's try some of these out here. So Osric says that it has one of the most unique arsenals in all of FPSdom. Perfectly blends horror and fun action so flawlessly rather than having one detract from the other. That is cool. Mixing horror with other genres is a pretty difficult thing to do, to be quite honest. I'm not sure what bike to use here, so I'm going to go with the Scorpion, which is one we have not technically unlocked just yet. Oh, we got to ride inside the ball as long as we can. Okay, so we got to make sure that we're not going to beef it here when it takes spills and goes down. Okay, I see. Wow, I do remember this. Because back in the day, you know, the 360, everybody was... Oh, I already fell. Everybody was really big on... I got a silver for that one. Everybody was always really big on getting the achievements back then, you know? Nowadays, not as big a deal. Oh, I just wanted to see how far it was actually going to go. Wow, so it will fall down there. I wonder how long you could actually ride in that thing for. It's pretty great. But yeah, as I was saying though, yeah, it's really hard to blend horror with other things. It's really hard to blend... it's really hard to blend horror with, you know, comedy. It's really hard to blend it with drama and everything. It's always been a hard genre to kind of try to bridge gaps with, you know. But people have successfully done it, you know. Like Shaun of the Dead is like a great movie that's, you know, horror, drama, and comedy all in one. All right, let's see here. It said we got to bail out and see what we can get our distance to be. He's got the skis on. That's pretty great. Okay, so that's just a bronze. So for this one, we probably want to pick a different bike. We want to pick like whatever the fastest one is. Alright, it's basically wherever you land there. It's a new personal record, but it's still not anything better than what I had already done. It's still just a bronze. Let's do that one again, but I want to... Will it let me pick the better bike? Or is it... Oh, okay, it blasts right past it, I see. Oh, you do have a little bit of control with him, too. Alright. Try this one more time. Oh, jeez, I just cannot quite get past that area. Okay, we passed it. There we go. Is that a better... No, it's just a new personal. Okay. I think we're just gonna have to come back later. Yeah, continuing on with the blood discussion, though. Fun to sarcastic sense of humor, the best 90s FPS protagonist. Caleb, right? Check out this Ring of Fire here. Well, I mean, besides him, you had Duke Nukem, who talked a lot, and I was not the biggest fan of Duke Nukem as a character, personally. I just thought he was always kind of a douchey dude. Like, he was a guy I would never want to hang out with in real life. So I was just kind of like, all right, whatever, dude, you know. Oh, we only got 2 rings. Oh, okay, we're actually on fire trying to fly through the rings. Weird. Let's try it one more time. I do not remember this, like, whatsoever. Oh, nope, we don't want to go straight up. Hit the ring! Well, we got 1 more ring from last time. Try this again. Oh, we're going up, I guess. Okay. Oh. Oh, why is that a crash? I could have just surfed down the wall. We're gonna have to come back to that one later, too. It's crazy stuff, man. These are fun, though. These are basically like free bronze medals here that I can grab here. So, talking about why, you know, horror is hard to mix with things here, because action can so often detract from the ambience and nuance of horror, yet the uncanny valley, claymation enemies, the amazing soundscape, the atmosphere, and holy crap, some of those enemy types send me into a blind panic. That's really funny. Alright, you have 1 minute to haul the bombs as far as you can. Good luck. I might be able to do better with this one. Just gotta be very careful they don't fall out, that's all. Oh. Oh, don't fall. Alright, I'm doing reasonably better with this one. We got a gold. Nice. Yeah, I tend to think that horror doesn't mix with action very well, to be quite honest. Like, horror action movies I absolutely do not like. Like, I'm not a fan of the Resident Evil movies. I know that they're supposed to be cheesy and whatever, but they're a little too cheesy for me, you know. I don't really care for the Underworld movies. Like, I watched the first one, thought it was okay, you know. Had a decent soundtrack, though. But the movie itself is just, eh. And then you had, what was the other one? Oh, Van Helsing, that came out like 10, 12, 15 years ago or whatever. I did not like that movie either. I thought that movie was just, ugh. So, anybody who disagrees, please come at me. You know, leave some mean comments. Okay, we're trying to break as many bones as we can on this one. .30's better. That is not so good. Oh. We're still breaking bones, so we're doing okay here. He's like inching his way. He's trying to inch his way over. Okay, he's almost got... Okay, we're almost here. Yeah, that's it. We got a gold for that, though. That's great. Sorry for hitting the mic there. Okay. Gold for 90 bones, I guess. I'll take it. And there's an In Flames one here, too. So Caleb from Blood is talky, but 1, he's not a sexist dirtbag, and 2, he's sarcastic, goofy, witty, but can be equally threatening and has an awesome voice. Yeah, I do remember hearing him a few times during other people's like playthroughs and you know, playing through custom levels and stuff like that, which I think is really, really cool. He definitely has a great voice, so like I said, man, looking forward to playing the game. Especially if it's your favorite one. And I don't remember if I told you this story, Osric, or not. You can stop me if I have. Oh, that's a fall. Silver, I'll take it. But I never got the chance to play Blood because I had a PC Gamer demo disc, and I think I've told this story a couple times on the site. But I installed the demo, was really raring to play it, was excited to play it, and the demo kept crashing on my computer. I could never actually play it. It would load up and just crash out every single time. And I was really irritated by that because I really wanted to play it, right? So what it came down to was the fact that, you know, I was just not going to buy this game because if the demo doesn't even work, then I'm assuming, you know, the full game's probably not going to work. All right, steep hill climbs. Require a careful start with forward lean and a minimal amount of RT will take it slow to the top. Oh yeah, I remember these hop things. Oh, the stupid tutorials what did it to me right there. You gotta get the wheelie so you can... Okay, stop with the tutorials, dude. Now that we start the bunny hopping stuff, this is where Trials really gets interesting. Crazy. Dynamic objects will move, which is a great part of the game as well. There we go. We're up. It's gonna be another crash though, unfortunately. There it is. Alright, we finished our test. Alright, so, yeah, you know, back in the day, back in the 90s, you know, all these PC games, because back then I was a PC gamer playing Quake. Back then, you know, everything had a demo. Do you remember happypuppy.com? You know, where you could download demos and stuff like that? Remember when demos, people actually cared about demos because they wanted to try games before they could buy them because they weren't sure if their rig could run them? Nowadays, everything has been standardized pretty well compared to, you know, 20 years ago. But yeah, you know, I had a PC Gamer demo disc that I borrowed from a friend, and I treasured this because they would cram so many demos onto one CD-ROM disc, and this one actually had blood on it, and I was so excited to play it because I was like, man, this game looks great. It's, you know, it's horror-centric. It's got like these crazy, you know, cult dudes in the robes and stuff. It's got this, you know, the pitchfork and the zombies and stuff. It just looked great. So I install it, and I'm sitting there super excited, whatever. And every time I started it, it would just crash every single time. And it got to the point where, like, over the course of a few months, I even tried reinstalling it. I tried searching online for issues like, you know, hey, anybody else can't get this to work. But other people would say, yeah, my computer it works. And other people would say, for some reason, it doesn't work on mine. There's never any real reason as to what was going on there. And it really irritated me because I never got to play it. So because of that, I never bought it because I was thinking, like, well, if the demo won't work, then I'm sure the full game won't work either, which could have been the case, right? So I never ended up playing it, which really sucks. But now, 2018, everything is available. You can play everything. It's quite insane. And Blood is one of those games that we can finally play through now, which I'm excited to do pretty soon here. Let's buy these boots, and let's get some even more grotesque colors going on here. Let's get some bright pink boots going on here. Let's see. We did not replace this yet. Do we have enough? 9K. We don't. We're gonna have to come back for that. Now, if we pick Crash County, I did see that there, if you hit RT... Okay, so that, you can actually switch back and forth between the warehouse and that very easily. I did not know that. Okay. Very cool. I do have some tournaments. There's a skill game circus in the Evolution stuff too. Very cool. But yeah, the 90s were a very interesting time for PC gaming when it was all exploding back then. I look back on that time very, very fondly. So much Quake. Quake 1, Quake 2, Quake 3. A bit of Unreal. Oh. Hexen. Heretic. A bit of Doom. Oh. And constantly questioning whether your PC could run anything was was so annoying as a kid. I remember that. Like, you made do with the home computer, you know? It was the computer that everybody in the house used. Man, I gotta restart this one too. Oh, definitely not making that one. And that should be an end. There we go. And a bronze for my trouble. Big whoop. You know, while we're here, I think what I'm going to do is actually bring up Uplay, because I think that in the Club rewards, they do have stuff that we can unlock here. So let's see. Gold Digger, okay, that's what it is. The achievement that we got way earlier, which is to obtain your first gold medal in single-player career. Fair enough. They also have obtain 100 medals, which we'll probably get today as well. 0 fall to any hard track and obtain your first platinum medal. I didn't know we could get platinums. Totally forgot about that. But there are club rewards here that you can get. One is a spacesuit, which I'm going to get right now. And I don't know if we have to restart the game to see that. I hope not. Hopefully they'll just appear in the game. So I want to go back to... Let's see here. Yeah, we may have to restart. Which, should we? Should we check out the spaceman? You let me know, Osric. I'll let you be the judge on that one. All right, we got a roller coaster one to do here. All right, here we go. Roller coaster of love. I love those super high, crazy jumps like that. Flip back. There we go. Not the end of the world. Whoa. All right. Oh, there it is. Oh man, we got some fire on my bike. Okay. Oh my god. I love the physics in this game. What a great drop. Through some water and some glass. Woo! This track is awesome. Every track should be this cool. And we throw him out to... Oh, we gotta land this. Look at that. Perfect landing. Let's end it. Yeah! And we'll blow him up for good measure. And we're at 76 medals. We're doing good. Alright, so I'm gonna restart the game real quick, because I really want to see what this spaceman guy looks like in here. I'm a little afraid that we won't get to see it. So, let me exit real quick. Yeah, a lot of menus. Okay, let's exit, and... There we go, that should now update, hopefully. Rewards. Alright, start it back up. I absolutely hate this beginning music for this game. It's so bad. That's why I turned it all the way down when I started earlier. Can't stand it. Alright, let's see now if we can put on the spaceman helmet here. Oh man, there it is. Why buy anything else? That is funny though. It'd be funny having him wear pink boots with everything. We might have to. Let's see. Oh, those are pretty cool gloves, the green ones. I like that. I think we're gonna buy those. I think we're gonna adjust the colors to be bright pink. Yeah, I think we're gonna do the same with the boots here. You do have the spaceman boots, but... Yeah, we already got pink boots, right? Okay. What is happening here? And hit back. Select those, hit back. There we go. For some reason it wasn't letting me out of the menu. Spaceman with pink hands and pink boots, Osri, come on. What's not to like? But that song, man, that song is dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. There we go, a spaceman with his pink stuff on. Really the way it ought to be. Oh, don't crash. There's a checkpoint. Oh, that was a bad landing. We're hitting the checkpoints though, we're doing good. Up, ooh, hit the flip, there we go. The stuff that accidentally happens when you're trying to boost around and get through everything is just, it's great. Oh, that was not good. Boost me up. Oh! There's another fall. That's good, though. Bronze for that. Oh, then they throw him into the toxic waste. That sucks. Osric, my ears cry. He mentions Monday Nitro in that. Talking about, like, some old wrestling show or something. It's weird. There we go. Up we go. Whoa! That was pretty sweet, I gotta say. Moving pendulum? That was cool too. I don't remember that. We gonna make it? Yep, there we go. This should be the ending. Nice. No crashes. Sushi's over trials, though. He's done. Brings us up to 80. 80 medals. We still haven't gotten to all the craziness, though. The hard and extreme levels. The hair pulling levels. That's my goal today, is to get to at least some of those. No, no, don't. Ugh. What a terrible crash. All because of a bad bounce. Whoop. Up we go. Over the hill. Through the woods. Oh, 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 don't fall. There we go. That was good. Nice. I'll take a silver for that. That was a nice little run. So let's see, we have been streaming for just a little over an hour here, and it's crazy how much of this game we've already gotten through. Like, you figure, if you're really good at trials, you could probably get through the majority of this game in like 3 hours, you know? Maybe 2.5. Oh, jeez. Whoa! Oh wow, I am so lucky I didn't hit any of those beams up there. Here we go. Oh, that's a crash. This bridge level here reminds me of that bridge level I did in Wolfenstein 2. It's actually a pretty sweet level. Osric, my presence has scared away all the other audience members. You know, it's funny. It's definitely not you. It's funny because when I stream Quake on here, you know, I'll get upwards of like 20 people watching, and then if I do any other game that's not like a 90s FPS or something like that, like Trials for instance, no one seems to want to just come hang out. So I don't know. I'm just trying to play games I feel like playing. Trying to play games that I just feel like, you know, playing at the moment. Like Trials, like I've been thinking about it since E3 happened this year, and I was like, man, I should really stream a little bit of Trials because, man, this is such a fun game. You know, it's actually really fun to watch people play it too because of some of the crap that they can get into and some of the crazy stuff that your writer has to go through to try to actually get to the end, you know? But yeah, I don't know. It's tough to get people to hang out. Alright. Just keep moving along here, though. There's a lot of levels in this medium range, though. Whoa. Oh, that's not... Okay, I was gonna say, that's not good. I really like the aesthetic of this level here. Old brick castle type of thing going on. Windmills in the background. Oop, don't hit that cage. Still moving here. Looking pretty good. Big jump. Oh my god, big rock hand coming out of the water trying to get us. Get away, man. Woo! Oh, really? What a lame crash. Must be why the medium difficulty in this has so many tracks, though, because it really is like the sweet spot of the game. It's like where it feels kind of perfect, where you're really going to start like easing out the people who aren't great at the game. They're probably going to have a really tough time with some of these tracks. What's going to happen here? Here's some weird music. Oh. I swear, they spent more time on these weird cinematic things at the end of the levels than they did on the levels themselves. I don't mean that as a knock, because levels are fun, but it's just funny. Like some of those, if you stick and watch how much work they actually put into having those work. Oh, okay, that's cool. So blood is very quotable. Says the other thing is even ignoring the references to old horror movies, which there are a lot of in blood. It's very quotable. Very cool, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it. I hear so much good about it. I don't think I've ever heard anybody like dog the game before, which is interesting. I've heard oh, here we go. I've heard more people praise that game than I do probably any other game. Like Blood seems to have nothing but like positive memories for people. Where, like, I've even met people who, like, you know... Oh, man, that's a mine. That's not good. You know, I've met people who, like, just flat out don't like Doom, and they will just say so, you know? People on stream will even talk about that, you know? Oh, man, another mine. Which is totally fine, it's your prerogative, but it's just interesting. Because then if you bring up Blood or whatever, people will be like, yeah, I love that game. Wow, I cannot believe that I... Cannot believe that I survived that little moment right there. There goes the cargo. And we're done. Probably because I've scalped them all. Funny. So that's another reason why I'm looking forward to playing it. Because it must be that damn good. You know, that spot was such a lucky spot. Still cannot believe I made it through hitting it that way. So this is the kind of game that sort of reminds me of like what they used to do with Burnout. If you remember, oh jeez, I was not ready for that at all. So they had, you know, Burnout 2, and they had Burnout 3, and those had, and Burnout Takedown? Wait, Burnout 3 Takedown and then Burnout Revenge. I think that was the series or whatever. Those were really great games, and they actually were the last of the Burnout series that actually had completely separate, you know, levels that you pick from on the map, right? And because of that, you could play it easily with friends where you'd be like, okay, here, you get the next crash event, you know? And you take turns doing the crash event. Burnout 2 was actually my favorite version of their crash event because it was literally set up like that where they just had a ton of levels for you to pick from and then you could play with friends quite easily. And you guys could take turns doing the courses in that, which I thought was great. I actually played that with my sister and my girlfriend at the time and my sister's boyfriend. So, like, all of us were just sitting there like trying to get through all these crazy crash levels, and it was a ton of fun. And I continued, you know, through Burnout 3 and everything like that too. And this is the same type of game. This is the kind of game that's like, here, you play this track, and then I'll play the next track, and then here, we'll hand it back to you, you know, for the next track. You just keep taking turns doing these tracks. And if you see something super cool on the track, you want to try see your friend do it. You're like, oh man, I want to play it. Oh man, there's a train. Okay. We're just going to restart this. That was a really bad start. But it had very good, like, pass and play ability, which is, I think, what they used to call it or whatever. And it's unfortunate. I feel like a lot of that style of game has gone away, you know? Oh, crap. And I could be wrong. I could be very wrong on that. There might still be games that are good for that. But man, I've always been much more of a there. Oh, losing it. Yeah, this game and Burnout both have that kind of thing going on, which is great. There we go. Hit that one there. Even Super Mario World, to an extent, had that kind of feeling too, you know? And you say for you, it's just that you've gotten older. And yeah, you might be right, actually. That might be a big part of it. Because when you get older, you're not really sharing your stuff as much with people. Yeah, and I don't really play on consoles either myself. Like, I have the PC and I have the Switch, you know, so that way I can play Mario games when they come out. But... you know, I guess that's true. Like, I don't have the Xbox or the PS4, so I guess that is part of it. That's a good point. I do miss those times, though. This was a ton of fun. I guess the last game that was really like that was like Rock Band or Guitar Hero. You play through a song, and then you pass the guitar over to a friend. And those were the days before they added like all the band stuff into the game. But then as soon as they added the band stuff, it was like, whew, man, we can just all play together now, which is great. But I do remember with a friend of mine, us taking turns, like, playing songs in Guitar Hero, which was a lot of fun. So... I like that. I say I'm older, I'm a whopping 18. That is pretty young, my friend. I am very impressed, though, man. At 18, and you're creating this awesome FPS game that you got going on there, man. I don't know that I could have done that at that age. I was doing, like, web design and that kind of stuff back then, but web design in the 90s was like, ugh, you know, it was like the dark ages. GeoCities and whatnot. There we go. We made it. Boom. So, At 18, Osric, I gotta ask you, what made you get into like the more 90s flavored FPS games? Like, was Blood the first game that you played from the 90s? Or Quake, maybe? Just curious to know, sort of... Okay, that was the end of that set. We do have these skill games, so check these out. But I'm always curious when I run into younger guys who play Quake, or people who just started playing Quake like a few years ago or whatever, because I'm always curious to see like how they got into it, how they found out about it, that kind of thing. You have to tell me your story. Alright, try to get as far as possible before you run out of gas. Stop at refueling stations for some extra juice. Alright, so this is one of those situations where you don't want to hit your gas constantly. You kind of want to let your cycle roll on its own here. There we go. Go downhill. Hey, we're still moving. There's a refueling station. Oh, back on up. Oh, is that really all it's gonna give me? Damn. That is not much at all. Yeah, we got up here. Oh man, we got so little fuel left, we weren't going to do much there, but we got a silver, that's pretty good. Wow. Next skill. Oh, we're skiing? Score as many points as you can, gain points from distance traveled, extra point. Okay, hold on, let me restart this again. Oh wow, this is weird. I do not remember this. This is some weird janky physics stuff right here, though, I'll tell you that. Oh, okay. We're still moving here. Whoa! Oh, that's a death. Okay. Bronze. Let me restart this here. So we're gaining points from distance traveled. Extra points for getting flips. I completely missed that last time. Give this one more shot here. That's a flip. Alright. That's a flip. Land it. There you go, buddy. That's a flip. Ooh, that might be a double flip. Oh, go for the third. Oh, don't fall. Okay, that's 6 flips. That's 6 sick flips right there. Keep moving, keep moving. Oh, we're not going to make this. Alright, well that's pretty good. We got a silver at least. Whatever. That's a tough one. So your story here with the 90s stuff is, nah, when I was younger, I couldn't buy my own games because I had no money. My friend introduced me to the game Battlefield 1942, which got me into shooters. Very cool. Yeah, a lot of people really enjoyed that one. And after having played the crap out of it, I wanted more, so I went to looking for free-to-play shooters, in Doom, which I just so happened to stumble upon, had a free browser version. Oh, that's cool. Crappy one with the old 90s arrow keys controls. Man, that takes me back. The arrow keys controls. That was actually a big thing for me back in the 90s, was converting from using keyboard only to keyboard and mouse. I know nowadays everybody just comes equipped knowing that. Whoa, that did not work out for me. Let me try this again. Use delicate throttle to jump, then fly as far as possible. Bail out, rapidly pressing X and Y. Wow, that was interesting. Let me try this again. That is not gonna do much there. Restart. Okay, so I have to bail out right before I hit that fence area, because otherwise it's going to auto-bail you. Wow. Okay, I got pretty far that time, but I still did not quite hit the silver. Man. So eventually, a year later, in 2014, when you were 14, you got the full game, could use a modern control scheme with the source ports, and fell in love with it and its modding scene. So you're talking about Doom specifically, right? So you're bigger. You would say you're a bigger Doom fan than you are Quake fan? Because I'm definitely much more of a Quake fan, personally. I definitely played Doom first, and I enjoyed it, but it allows you to make more than just tracks. Roll the ball to the goal, but don't fall. Oh, no, we're gonna fall here. Nothing I can do. Wow, interesting. I didn't know they had the ball stuff here. You love them pretty equally. That's nice of you. Yeah, I enjoy Doom. I definitely do. I just don't enjoy it as much as Quake. Quake has a much more methodical approach to the shooting and the enemies and the weapons and stuff like that. And I think part of that might be because... How quickly can you visit all 6 platforms? What? What in the... I don't know what in the hell is going on with that one. That was... that was crazy. You may have to come back to that one, try it again later. Yeah, I got Doom first, and I did enjoy Doom. But when Quake came out, it was just like... It might have been because of the online play. I know that Doom had online. Oh, there's no leaning allowed here. Okay. Let's try this again. Is this even Trials? Oh, it's Trials, man. Oh, no. Try this one more time. Oop, 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 oop. We gotta be careful here. I still fell. Gotta be careful here. We fall. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, so when Quake came out, there was the multiplayer aspect of it, and then because of that, I didn't care about the single player almost at all. I've talked about this a lot on the channel too, but there's the silver for me. Oh, that's done. Okay, I at least got a silver, so I'll take it. But yeah, when I started playing the multiplayer for Quake, I played through the single player, the first episode of single player quite a few times, like many times, and just I always ended up starting, you know, the first map of the other episodes, and they just didn't do much for me. So I was just like, and I'd always end up going back to multiplayer. You know what I mean? Multiplayer Quake deathmatch and stuff was just like, oh my god, so great. Oh my god. My bike's throttle is permanently on, so I gotta try to get through as much as I can here. Oh, that's a fall. Let's try this one more time. I can at least get the silver. Osric, you've always been a single-player guy over multiplayer, huh? You know, I went through a phase of that. I'm coming back around to multiplayer, though. Because obviously when I... Damn, I fell at the same place again. When I was a kid, I loved single-player games, but I also loved multiplayer games to play with my friends and my sister and stuff like that. But once, you know, Quake came out, it was online multiplayer. There's just, like, in my opinion, no going back. Like, couch co-op is fun. Oh, look how close I am to that silver. I can get this. Couch co-op is a ton of fun. You know, I had my fun with GoldenEye and other great N64 games and stuff with my friends. Smash Brothers, you know, Smash Brothers was a big one when it came out. But, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Oh, that's a fall. This close. But yeah, I actually strayed away from multiplayer games for a while there. During the, like, I would say PS2 to Xbox 360 era, I didn't play a lot of multiplayer games. I played a few multiplayer games with my friend on Xbox 360. You know, we'd get like, we get like racing games like Need for Speed and stuff like that and race together and whatnot, but Borderlands was another one that was big for me, but I would kind of cherry pick multiplayer games. It wasn't like something I always had to play or do like it was in the 90s. In the 90s, it was basically like, if it doesn't have multiplayer, I'm not in. I think I got a silver for that. Yes, okay. We can move on. But that's coming back to me now. Like, when I first built my PC, I was mainly playing single-player games and stuff like that, but now with the advent of all these great multiplayer games, you know, like Overwatch and Rocket League and, you know, PUBG and everything, it's just like, man, multiplayer is just, like, back, and it's killing, which is awesome. Alright, what do we got next here? We got collateral damage. What is collateral damage? Is this considered hard stuff? No, these are medium, too. Okay. So we gotta play through this, I'm assuming, till we can get to hard, right? Alright, let's keep going. But yeah, in regards to Blood, I saw a video on some really underrated FPS games, and Blood was number 2 on the list, because it looked like a cool 90s style shooter. In the vein of Doom, I wanted to try it. Oh, excuse me. So, that's really cool, man. I'm not yawning at your story, I'm yawning because, it's been a long week. I actually didn't sleep very well last night, personally. Let's see. Here we go. Keep on moving. But that's really cool that you were able to find that, like, on a list and then check it out. And then, due to that, due to finally checking out that game, it ended up becoming your favorite 90s FPS, which is really sweet. There's that hand from earlier. Remember the hand earlier that tried to grab us? And tried to crunch us again. Oh, there we go. Up we go. Up through here. Should be the end. Nice. Gold! I still remember coming across a phantasm for the first time and practically dropping my laptop, jumping out of my seat. Well, you were probably super young playing that too, right? So it scared the crap out of you. Doom actually did that for me. Wow, right to the palates. Doom actually did that to me as a kid too, because the first time I played Doom, I was probably 10 or 11 myself. And at the time, the music in it was really freaky. Not the, like, metal stuff, but the, like, real slow, creepy, like, organ type stuff was really spooky. And the enemy noises really spooked me in that game, like, big time. And Quake single player was like that for me too. The enemy noises in Quake used to scare the crap out of me. Now they don't faze me at all, which is interesting, having played it so much over the course of the last few years. But whenever I heard the Shambler yell, or, you know, the ogre, like, ah, like with his thing that he does, that used to scare the absolute crap out of me. So the sound design in Quake is just quite amazing. Love the, oh, I don't think we're gonna make this one. Oh, wow, I can't believe we didn't make that. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, we got this one. That time we got it. All due to the leaning there. Alright, back up. Here we go. Jump. Fall. Whoa. Okay, we gotta flip out of that one. And the end. What did we get for that? Okay, silver. I'll take it. It also has some stupidly hilarious cutscenes. Very cool. I heard that it has cutscenes, and any kind of game that's that old that has cutscenes is, you know, kind of on the bleeding edge, cutting edge. Look at this. Submarine is like shooting missiles at him. They want to blow this guy up as much as they can. It's ridiculous. So you were 14 when you played Blood, which is pretty cool. Phantasms will terrify you when you first meet them. Oh, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You guys are gonna give me like PTSD or something playing Blood. I won't be able to come back to it. Oh man, the whole world is shifting in this one. This is cool. I do not remember this. Oh man, the gravity and everything is changing. Like, it just made it hard for me to bike up this way. Ugh, that's a fall. Okay, get to that checkpoint. There you go. Second checkpoint, right after that one. Oh, we had to swim through the water to get up to that one. We're still moving. Okay, whoop. Oh no! Oh. This part is weird, how this thing just keeps moving on you like this. There it is. Okay. And that's the end. Wow, that was a strange level. Really, really cool, though. And we get onto this train as it goes up. Pretty wild. Imagine the Pinky Demons from 2016, except it's the Grim Reaper with a blood-curdling scream. And you can't hurt him unless you bait him to charge, but he can also shoot you. But his revealed, though, depending which path you take. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, let's keep on going here. Well, I didn't realize we're at 112 medals already. We're really killing it here today. Ugh, so good. Well, as far as blood goes, though, man, don't overdo it, please, because I'm gonna come into this expecting, like, man, this has got to be hell of a game. I'll end up playing and going, you know, it's okay. You guys kind of oversold it, I think, a little bit. I think you guys would kill me if I did that. Whoa! I won't. Oh, nope, not gonna quite make that. There we go. We'll hit this. Hit this. Okay, we're still in the game here. That is the end. There's not even a track there. How can we move on? Freighter in the background. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, we're doing pretty good getting through all these medium tracks here. It's fine if you think that it's just okay. That's fine. Look at the silhouette level. It's very Limbo inspired, I think. Talk about another really good game. Limbo is such a great game. Okay, fall down. Definitely Limbo inspired. But yeah, anyway, I hope that you guys don't rip my throat out, depending on how good I played Blood, you know, because I'm probably going to be terrible at it my first time. And hopefully, you know, hopefully if I'm not the biggest fan of it, or if I think the game is just okay, that everybody won't be like, that guy doesn't even like Blood. Wow, this part is a little more challenging than I was expecting. Oh, okay, that's a little too much. Alright, we need to get some weight here. There we go, that should be... Nope, I hit the gears. Wow, this one is very temperamental. Let's try this again. There it is. Oh, and I actually nailed it, and then I fell. Okay, I got it this time. Yeah, there's the hotel from Limbo. Totally Limbo. Is that what this was called? I totally missed it. But remember, Save Scumming is your friend. Another game I passed between me and my friend. We binged it for 3 hours. Oh, you'll suck at it. I like that. I love the confidence that I will suck. Yeah, Trials of Limbo. That's really cool that they included a portion from another game at the time that was popular. Both Limbo and Inside that the company made, both of those games I enjoyed quite a bit. Both very, very good. Both have this, like, really crazy pronounced creepiness to them. And I played through Limbo twice. I played through Inside once. I should play through Inside again, though, because it's not a very long game. Okay, we fell into the... Oh, yeah, why would I even restart there if it just starts me all the way at the beginning again? Oh, get up there. There you go. Make it. Okay, we actually hit a checkpoint there. I was like, man, if we're not going to hit any checkpoints, what's the point here? Job for the electricity. There it is. And the end. Well, we're doing pretty good with silver medals here. Wish we get a few more golds, though. When did Sushi come back? I didn't even notice. He left at one point, and now he's back. This guy, he moves like the night. He's like the wind. He is snoring, though. So he must be enjoying himself. Getting some nice sleep. Whoa. Go up a bit here. Oh, that is a crash for sure. Wow, that totally blew him up. I never get tired of that. I don't know why. I may just be a simpleton, but every time they blow this guy up and send him flying, it just makes me laugh every time. Okay, hit this. Oh, nope, that's not quite what we want. There it is. Oh, okay, we got the checkpoint right before he crashed. Wow, I am crashing a lot on this one. This one and the Limbo one, getting a lot of crashes. I was not expecting that in the medium category, but hey, I guess that's what happens. Boom! That one was deserving of a bronze, it was not good. I think most people go into Blood with higher expectations of their skills, only to have the game laugh at them. Still not as hard as Shadow Warrior 97, though, because Shadow Warrior 97 is bull. You know, I know a lot of people love Shadow Warrior from 97, and that was another one that didn't really grow on me either. As again, with like the, you know, the hero, I'm not really a big fan of because of like the dumb jokes and that kind of stuff, and it's from what I did play with play of it. I played it at a friend's house because he owned it. Again, it was another one that I didn't really spend a lot of time with to get better at, you know. But it just felt really tough. Oh man, I am not making these jumps. There it is. There it is. Up. Up. Oh. Up and over. I gotta just calm it down right here. Here we go. Take the jump. Damn. There we go. I played Shadow Warrior 97 many times. It took many, many attempts to play it before I liked it. Yeah, it's interesting because with me, oh, also Shadow Warrior 97 is also unfair as all crap, and Blood not half as much. You know, the interesting thing about games is I know a lot of people say that about games. It's like, you know, you got to get past the first 2 or 3 hours and then it kind of grows on you. But for me, like, you know, I give a game, depending on how much I paid for it. Like, if I paid $60 for it, yeah, you better believe I'm going to try to, like, get the most I can out of it for $60. But if I'm buying a game on sale, you know, if it's $5 or less and I spend an hour with it and I don't really get much out of it, and it's not doing much for me, then I have no problem sort of uninstalling it and not playing it again if it's not doing anything for me. Oop. And I definitely am not going to be bullied into enjoying games as well. I know with the 90s FPS games, it's a little harder because you have so many people who have like all these great memories of these games, which is cool. But there's just certain games that don't do much for me, and you know, like I said, I'm not going to be bullied into liking them. One of the big ones is obviously the Dark Souls series. I've never played past the first game, but I did play Dark Souls and then a little bit of Demon Souls, and neither one of them really did anything for me. It's definitely a series I want to give another shot because I feel like that was a very different time in my life back when I played them because they came out a long time ago. But there's so many people who enjoy that series. I feel like there's got to be something I'm missing in it, you know? But there's been other series that I don't really care for either. Like, I don't really care for Assassin's Creed that much. Oops, sorry, I keep hitting the microphone here. I played through the first Assassin's Creed, not like all the way through, but I played like 3 hours of it. And I remember being blown away by the visuals and how it looked and everything, because back then it was like the new beautiful game when it came out on, you know, PS3, Xbox 360, all that. And I remember having an okay time with it the first couple hours I played it, but then like once the third hour set in, I was just kind of like, this is kind of boring. And Assassin's Creed is one of those series that I've given an immense amount of tries for. Like, I didn't really care for Assassin's Creed 1. Then I tried Assassin's Creed 2. It was another one that I was just kind of like, you know, whatever, it doesn't really do much for me. I got 3 really, really cheap and attempted to play through that. And it didn't do anything for me. Again, I got 3 hours in, just didn't care for it. And I feel the same way, Osric. I'm not normally into stealth games, but I was like, with everyone talking up Assassin's Creed so much, there has to be something I'm missing here. What am I missing? And it's just a series that doesn't do much for me. The only game in the series that I played maybe about 6 to 7 hours of in Assassin's Creed was Black Flag. Again, all of these versions of the game I got were super cheap, like PC versions. I think the Black Flag version was the free one that Ubisoft gave out last year or whatever. So, like, I have fun with it for, you know, a little bit of time, but, like, it's just not fun enough for me to stick with for that long. So, never gonna dog it, you know, because a lot of people enjoy it, which is great. Oh, this is gonna be a tough jump, I think. Everybody has, like, sort of their own prerogative with games and everything, and I don't want to be a jerk about it. That's why I always just say, hey, it's just not my cup of tea, you know? Oh, jeez, this is a tough jump right here. This does not feel like a medium jump right here. Okay, I'm still on it. Can I somehow... Ugh. This is a tough one. Alright, so this is... Everybody. This is what Trials is all about. Getting through these... hard as hell areas. There it is. Finally nailed it correctly. Don't fall though. I still don't think we hit a checkpoint. There we go. Once we hit the checkpoint, you can fall on your back all you want. I don't care. Okay, there it is. There's that. Take that jump. Man, this one is really spacing apart the checkpoints here, which is kind of interesting. Oh, jeez. Did I accidentally start playing a hard level? Is this still medium? This is a level that gets you set and ready for hard mode, for sure. Up, 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 up. Okay. No, 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 don't fall on these dumb spots right here. There we go. I don't think we're gonna make that one. There it is. Okay, cool. Huge jump. Another huge jump. Checkpoint. Yeah, this is the longest track we played so far. Oh, don't fall. We're right here. There we go. Keep on going. Oh, crap. There it is. We cleared that. Up the hill we go. Man, we are still going on this map here. Okay, we're gonna hit the next checkpoint. Oh, that is a crash. A very stupid crash, but a crash nonetheless. Okay, we're up. What are we going to do here now? Okay, good jump. Up, over. That was a checkpoint, which is good. Oh, crap. Man, we are still going for it on this one. Oh, there's the wolf howl. Up we go. Oh no, don't fall. Got to redo this part all again. Good lord. Okay, this is okay. Oh. Man, okay. This is where the trials frustration is starting to sit in for sure. The long places between, or the long stretches, you know, before checkpoints. The stupid mistakes you make when you, especially when you come back to the place you were just at and you crash at this same spot again. It's so stupid. Okay, we got a nice straightaway here. This might actually be close to the end. Or maybe they were just being nice there and giving you a straightaway. Don't fall. There we go. Perfect jump. Checkpoint. Oh. What a dumb place to put that pole. Stupid crash. Oh, that's a crash. Go over the pole. There it is. Over the pole again. Oop, oop, don't fall. Don't fall. That is a checkpoint. And thank God, because I fell. Oop, 2 craters. Wow, I cannot believe I'm still standing after that one. Moving along here, moving along. There it is. Another checkpoint. Oh, that is a crash. Oh, we're still going. Whoa! Get a couple flips in here. How about that? Oh, stupid me. What am I doing? Too many flips. Too many flips. One flip is enough. There you go. Let's just land. Let's keep going. Man, this track, we're almost on 10 minutes with just this one track. That's insane. Okay, we're over the flaming log thing there. Up we go. There's the wolf howl again. No! Oh, what a stupid crash. I think it's pretty amazing in this game how, like, sometimes you'll just get out of, like, some really crazy jump the first time you tackle it. You'll get to you know, a checkpoint, and then another time you'll find this really easy part to get over, and you just can't quite get over it. It takes you like 10 tries to try to do it. It's just insane how that works out that way. There's a checkpoint. Still going. Oh man, this must be the end. Wow! Good lord, that was a bronze. Oh my god, that was insane. Sorry about that, Osric. I missed your messages from a few back. So you said, Blood is also the most polished of the build trilogy, Duke Nukem, Shadow Warrior, and Blood. So that's cool. That's good to know. The controls feel really tight in comparison to the other two. And the devs never learned what stop means. Yeah, they didn't with this one, for sure. It must have been just because this was like the final medium level, and they're trying to prepare you for the hard stuff, I'm assuming, right? Because we have some tournaments. We need at least 195 to open that one. We need 135 for that. Alright, so that means we have to go over to the HD stuff, I believe. So let's head back. Yeah, because we got all these medium ones to do here. So let's get to 135, and then we'll be able to go check out the hard stuff, which is really what my goal was today. I wanted to play through some of the hard levels. Which that medium one we just played could definitely be in the hard ranking for sure, easily. Look around. Oh. Flip down. There you go. Make it up. There we go, we made it up there. Yeah, we weren't going to make that one. It's okay, flip back down. We made that one. There's a checkpoint. Oh, can't believe that was a fall. Whoa! Didn't even see what was happening there. There we go. We got it this time. Checkpoint through the flames. Huge jump. This is a great level. Huge jumps, huge drops. That's what you want in Trials. Too bad it's only a bronze, though. Good lord. Boop. Okay, we're up. Up we go. Whoa, jeez. Okay, wait. There we go. Thank you. This stuff is just not working out, is it? Jump up there, make it. There it is. This level is very, in my opinion, very trial and error. Like once you play through it once, you're gonna know what's going on, but the first time here, you're just not gonna understand what exactly you gotta do in each of these situations. Okay, up there. There we go. And I gotta say, like, for this starting off medium for Trials HD, like, the HD levels are much more challenging than what they have in Evolution, right off the start there. I do remember this, though, it flinging you up into the end. That's pretty cool. I think Blood was also one of the first games to add weapon alternate firing modes. That is actually really cool. I wonder what game that honestly started with when they started doing the whole, you know, alternate fires and stuff like that. You know, putting a grenade launcher in a shotgun or something like that. Yeah, that level was really evil. All right. Good jump. We're not gonna make that one though. There it is. We'll make this one. Yes, we got it. Okay. Checkpoint. Land it. Land it. Oh. It was right there at the exit, too. Always interested how, you know, games, you know, determine what level should come before another level, because the level before this one was definitely way tougher than this actual level was. It's, in my opinion, very, very interesting, trying to figure that stuff out, you know? Or how they figure that stuff out, I should say. So pretty sure it was Bungie's FPS Marathon, which also had dual wielding. So they did dual wielding and they did alternate fires, which is pretty cool. Never did play Marathon though. I think they offered it for free, like a free download at some point. Oh man, look at this level. It's got like an Alan Wake thing going on. Oh, that's not good. So I might actually have a zipped copy of Marathon on my hard drive somewhere. Marathon is not a game though that I hear a lot of people talk favorably about though, so that I get maybe that's why I've never really cared about checking it out, but maybe I ought to one of these days just to see what it's all about. Oh, all 3 games are free. Okay, I could have swore I remember hearing about that. They're what inspired my game initially, actually. No kidding. Maybe I'm gonna have to check them out then. All right, so I got to remember to get silver on these medium courses. If I want to get a silver, I'm going to have to do 2 or less faults because I keep getting about 3. So I might have to starting these from the beginning. If I start, you know, if I hit 3, then I got to restart, I think. Oh, come on, get up there. You can get up there. There you go. Boom, boom. And we are falling. Okay, so that should be silver, right? There we go. Yep. These yells and everything in this game are just hilarious every time. Let's see. Yeah, we still got a lot of these to go through. We just got to get to 135. And... oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, man. We were doing so good through the whole thing. We almost made it with no faults. We got that close. Damn. Episode 1 primarily was very inspired by Marathon. It and Doom are games I played the crap out of when I was 13, though I never finished any of the Marathon games. Interesting. So you played a lot of Marathon, but never actually got to the end of it, huh? That's interesting. It's kind of like what happened with me and Quake, man. I played absolute ton of Quake Deathmatch and ton of Episode 1, but never finished it. And I finished it a few years ago for the show, for the Quake Grave, but until then, I was just kind of like, you know, it really wasn't on my radar. Figured I got enough out of it, you know. Hi, Sush, you coming back? I don't know what he wants from me, but he is staring at me. He has already been fed for the night, so not sure. Oh man, this is a tough jump. There it is. There we go, we made it. Had to do the bunny hop the right way. There's that. Okay, we're up, we're in. Man. There's the end, okay. Oh, we are definitely not going to make that. Restart. Good flip. Okay, another checkpoint. Another checkpoint. Oh, let's... oh, come on, what is this? Look at this being stuck there. Stupid. Stupid. Good jump. Okay, hit that. Fall down. Whoa. Okay. Wow, we took care of that area pretty well. Oh, don't fall. Don't fall. We're still doing okay here. Might be another silver. There it is. So Marathon, kind of janky. Controls feel pretty wonky, and it has not aged as well as Doom. Yeah, might be why I haven't heard a lot about the game. You know, I mean, I've heard of the game, own copies, didn't install them or play them, but you know, it's not a game that people are like, man, you should really play Marathon. Like, if you hear people talk about Doom, they're like, you haven't played Doom? It's like having never seen, you know, like a classic, like, you know, Goodfellas or Jurassic Park or E.T., or, you know, stuff like that, you know? You never played Doom? What? But you never hear people say that about Marathon. Oh, you've never played Marathon? Yeah. It's an early Bungie FPS before they did Halo. Halo's always the barrier to entry for Bungie. Which actually, Halo was not a series that I really dug all that much either. I remember playing the first Halo with a friend of mine on his Xbox, and you know, I had a well enough okay time with it. But the design and feel of it was like just way too sterile for my taste. Like, you gotta figure I come from the land of Quake, you know, the years where I played Quake where everything is dirty, dingy, gross, you know? And then you jump into Halo and everything is just like beautiful, proper, very nice, you know? Didn't do much for me aesthetically, you know? Okay, careful, careful, back up. Oh, don't fall, don't fall. There it is. Oh wow, what a weird little area this is. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the silver on this one. Alright, interesting. We're going back, down, back, down. I remember that. That part was pretty cool. These train tracks I remember too. This is really interesting. Whoa! There you go. Put the bike back down. Oh, no, tire came off. Oh man, the tire keeps coming off. Yeah, that's a crash. I was gonna say, if I can actually make it up here, that might be a silver. Look at that I do it there first try. That's annoying. There it is, we made it up. Oof. Yeah, we did get a silver. Very nice. So that's gonna put us over the 135 that we needed, I think, but we got one more medium here. Marathon was a Mac-only title in the 90s. That I did not know. It was basically Apple's answer to Windows Doom. Doom outclassed it, and likely it's why it fell into obscurity. Yeah, that's kind of sad, isn't it? Marathon has more of a narrative focus, too, so it's less jump in and play. Reading is mandatory to understanding what you need to do, as the game relies on objectives and not keys. Okay. Interesting. It's like the thinking man's Doom, I guess you could call it. Which, when you're playing Doom, you don't really want to think, you just want to kill monsters. But yeah, I mean, that would do it. That would definitely drive a game into obscurity as being a Mac-only game in the 90s. That's for damn sure. Ugh. Oh, that is another crash. Nope, get up, there you go. We gotta make it here, and then make the jump. There it is. We did it. Okay. Oh, we're definitely not gonna make that one, though. I'd be surprised. Whoa, wow. We were able to make it. 2 checkpoints at once. There's that. Another checkpoint. Up we go. Wow. We actually did pretty good on that one. We managed to get another silver. Alright, with 138 medals, we should be able to get our next license here. And let's see what we can do. A license test. or a license test. Is it a license test or the A license? Terrible joke. Not even worth it. Not worth the breath. Alright, jumps can be too high to reach with speed alone. Accelerate and bunny hop. So we had to do a couple of those on medium already. So that's not a big deal. Bunny hop is done uphill. Oh, that's right. Like some of these really weird boxy ones where you gotta like aim your bike the right way. Oh man. Talk about driving you crazy. Oh, we almost got it. Oh man, yeah, I remember doing these annoying jumps before. This is the trials that I remember for sure. Okay. Oh, we got it. We're in. Wow. Okay, wheelie towards the platform, hit it bottom first, and use L to push on the top. Okay, we gotta redo this one. There it is. Sequences require landing correctly to make the next jump. You must angle the bike in the air to land more on your rear tire. Yeah, we've been doing that. Come on. There it is. There it is. We got the next bike. I believe that is all licenses. Here we go, cutting edge. This should be hard mode. Okay, here we go, into the hard. So we'll see what happens. Let's see, Osric, not really. I've always argued such games as Doom and Quake require much more thought and strategy at a faster pace than most games. Really? I guess that makes sense. It's just that Marathon's level design and objectives the player needs to do are often too obtuse and complicated to figure out without reading. So basically it's more annoying. Okay. So it's more like Doom meets Myst, is what you're saying. If that sounds correct. Because Myst was kind of that game, right? The point-and-click adventure where you didn't really know what to do, where to go. You had to figure out these obtuse clues and everything. That's not a good way to start this off. We have now moved into the hard mode, by the way. Okay. Oh, boy. Not quite. There it is. There we go, hit that jump. Oh, wow, I don't even know. Look at that. You just go straight up. Without reading, there's no indication in regards of what you need to do, so you just wander aimlessly. Yeah, that sounds like a game I would not want to play. To be quite fair. There we go, we made this one. There's our checkpoint. Oh, and that is a crash. Through the fire! Boom! They freeze framed him and then they just shot him out. Crazy. Alright, I didn't realize how long we've been streaming here. It's almost been 2.5 hours. I'm probably going to do a few more of these tracks here and then we're probably going to call it for tonight. Unless anybody has any objections. But Osric, it's been good chatting with you about, you know, 90s FPS games and whatnot. Oh, I almost made it. No, but not quite. Oh, that was not good. Keep crashing right there. There we go. This bike is like much more squirrely than the other bike, so it's like you gotta aim yourself a little bit differently. There it is. Okay, that's down. Head out. Ooh. Crunched. See, that part I had no idea what we were doing. Couldn't have known without playing it first. More trial and error stuff. Man. Okay, just get up here carefully. Carefully, carefully. Made it. Pipe goes up. And that's the end. There it is. Again, it's not bad, just not great. Though to be fair, I probably have a lot of have a kind of nostalgia for it. Yeah, that often happens with some of the games that we enjoy as kids. You know, they're good games, but you know they're not great games. And to a lot of people, they're probably bad games. You know, and it's just because we grew up playing them and they were great to us back then. You know, the games that I consider classic games. Because I do like Quake and Doom and stuff like that, but the games that I have the most nostalgia for are, you know, NES games, because that was the console that really got me started playing games. My dad had Atari 2600, so I did play those games too, but I didn't dig them as much as I dug stuff on the NES. The NES was just like its own great thing that I really loved. Made it over that. Nice. So many great games on that NES, man. I know a lot of people also have like the nostalgia feels for like the old SimCity games that were on PC. Whoa! I remember the first time I saw someone's PC. I mean, you know, I played shit. I'm even forgetting this, but I had an Apple IIe when I was a real little kid too. So we had games like, you know, Number Munchers and Moon Patrol, all on a green and black screen, which was really interesting. Oh, this one's tough. Okay, up there, there it is. So we did have a computer, but it just, you know, we didn't use it a whole lot. It was great having a computer, but I didn't use it to, you know, its full capabilities back then. That is not good. Okay, just get enough here. And then land there. That's the end right there. Oh, that's a crash. Make it. Boom. There it is. Not sure I would call it nostalgia, though. It was just like 5 years ago. You could still call it nostalgia because it's, you know, you thinking back on a game that you played years ago. You know, it doesn't necessarily always have to be when it released, you know? Yeah, I remember the first time I saw my friend's dad's PC. Like, we had an Apple IIe. That was before the whole idea of what, you know, personal computing and what a PC was and that kind of thing. And he had SimCity, and he showed me SimCity. And I didn't understand it. I thought it looked really weird. I'm like, what is this? And he'd be like, oh yeah, this is me playing SimCity on my dad's computer. At the time, I was like, you guys have a computer? Because at the time I knew this kid, he had everything. Like, he came from a family that seemed like they had really good money and that kind of thing. So they had this, his dad had this beautiful office, you know, with a PC in it. And me and my friend here, we both had Sega Genesis at the time, but that was like the extent of our like expensive stuff, you know what I mean? That's what I played games on, so get up there. There we go. So it's interesting because I hear a lot of these I listen to like podcasts and stuff like that. I hear some of these guys on podcasts talk about how, you know, they had certain consoles back in the day, like they had a Neo Geo and that kind of stuff, and I'm just like, I didn't even know that those things were a thing back then, you know? And I knew that stuff was really expensive when it was released too. So back then I was just like, I don't know how these kids afforded this stuff. But you know, I guess they just had parents who had money. I grew up with parents. We did fine, you know, but we only had money for things for school and you know, that kind of stuff. We didn't have a lot of extra money for big fancy computers and stuff like that. So I had to use the computers at school for a while. But regardless, though, as I digress a little bit, the first time I saw a PC, I was very much confused by what it actually, like, what its purpose actually was, you know? Like, you could play games on it? Like, yeah, so what? But then once Doom and Quake and stuff came along, I was like, oh, okay. I see what's happening. I'm hip. Oh man, this is a steep one right here. There it is. There's a deeper idea behind what nostalgia is, though, and the reason behind it. Yeah, I totally agree, man. Nostalgia, really, when you think of nostalgia, all it is like, it's romanticizing. It's thinking of another time that you have really good memories of, you know? It's romance. That's what it is. Regardless of what you might think about that, that's what it is. It's pining for a certain time and day, you know? Like, one of my favorite memories, obviously, is like, or not obviously, but one of my favorite memories, it'll become obvious in a second here, but, was Halloween back when I was a kid, because I loved trick-or-treating with friends, but there's always those times where I would have nostalgia for, because back then, you know, we had a VHS player, but we didn't have every movie ever, so TV actually, like, meant something to people. You know, when they said, hey, tonight for Halloween we're going to be playing like all these great horror movies on AMC or whatever, you watched it because you're like, oh wow, we don't have this movie, or this, you know, my rental place doesn't have this movie, I've never seen it before, so I'm really looking forward to watching this. So coming home from trick-or-treating and then watching horror movies until, you know, midnight or 1 o'clock, whenever they decided to take the channel off the air, was very nostalgic time for me. Because I remember always being sad whenever the last horror movie was over for the night, watching the movies. Here we go. Man, this is a crazy track. There we go. We made it. And we got a silver on that one, too. But there's a reason in the brain for it and why it happens. Basically, the idea is that every time you remember something, you don't remember the thing, but the last time you remembered it. Interesting. Therefore, your brain plays this game of telephone, slowly distorting your memories over time. It's true, man. I mean, as we get older, you know, the brain definitely doesn't remember things the way they probably actually happened, you know? Wow, we're actually almost through all the hard levels here. But considering what time we're hitting the 2.5 hour mark here for our stream. So let's play through one more track here, and then I think we're going to call it tonight. But that is very interesting as far as, you know, how things go with nostalgia, the way your brain remembers stuff and everything. That is really interesting. And it doesn't surprise me whatsoever, because, you know, most old people, you know, they definitely pine for the days when they were young and like, oh, that's not how things were in my day and that kind of thing. And your brain really submits itself to, like, where... Oh, man, that's a huge crash. It really submits itself to, like, buying into the fact that, like, everything you knew and loved back when you were younger is always going to be better than, you know, what you may play now. To be quite honest, like, I absolutely love a lot of the games that I used to play. You know, I love Quake and I love all those games on the NES and stuff. But, like, I love games now just as much as I did back then. You'll never hear me being the guy that's like, hey, this isn't anything like Quake, I hate it. Like, that's... No. I just love games. Movies, I feel the same way, too. Though I do feel that I do love a certain era of movies more than I actually enjoy the... the movies of today, but that's for a different reason. And actually, the movies that I like are movies that some movies I didn't even see when I was a kid. I just like the era. Like in the 70s, I love 70s movies much more than I love movies of today, just because I love the era and the look. And I feel like filmmakers actually had to work a little bit harder to make their movie work, if that makes sense. Nowadays, I feel like there's a lot of lot of help from computers. There's a lot of help from other things for people to, I mean, anybody can make a movie nowadays, which is what's crazy, you know? So that's kind of how I feel about it anyway. And I feel like the remake game is very strong nowadays, you know? Let's see here. And some remakes are very good, but, you know, most of the time, remake movies are frowned upon, and for good reason. Some remakes should not be done. They're not very good. And the same goes for games, too. You know, they remake games, and some of them don't come out very good, but sometimes they do, you know? Like the new Doom. The new Doom in 2016 was very good. I enjoyed the hell out of that game. Oh, man. Okay. Not quite getting this one here. Ugh. Alright, let's try this one more time. I knew I said the last track was going to be the last track, but you got me going on a topic, so hey, I figured we'd keep going. Okay, we made it past that. Get up. Oh, we're going to fall again. Damn it! Well, that's not just nostalgia, that's called being a bit stuck up. You know, though, like, pining for days, even if you're being a jerk about how great things were when you were a kid, I mean, it's all the same, it's nostalgia, man. It's all related, at least. Oh god, I'm gonna fall again. Damn, the end of this level is like right at the top of this hill. Oh jeez. If you don't keep a consistent speed going up here, you're not gonna make it. That's just all there is to it. This part, I swear. I do like that reply though, Osric, or time just sucks. Which it definitely does suck as it goes on. You will soon find out, my friend. Actually, to be quite honest, for me, I feel like life just keeps getting better and better though, not to be Mr. Positive about it though, but from where I was as a kid, starting out, you know, with a family who didn't have a whole lot of money, it's great because as time has gone on, my parents have gotten more money, they've been able to support themselves and each other much better. Same has happened for me, you know, I've gotten a good job, been able to take care of myself, and wow, they just took him out with a razor blade. So I feel like life just keeps getting better as I get older, and I know a lot of people have sort of a negative viewpoint on that. I say we try for the last level here, and then we'll call it. But I really enjoy myself. You know, obviously you're gonna have your bad days, you're gonna have your crappy work days and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. Like I like my life. I like who I am and my friends, and I like my life. Not to get super. Whoa! Here we go. Not to get super corny or anything like that, but that's just how I feel. And I just don't like being negative about everything. I do have a few friends, and I know a few people who are negative about a lot of things in their life, and they have reason to be. But I'm very lucky. You know, I'm healthy, and most everybody in my family is healthy, so I don't have much to complain about. So I'll save the complaining for when stuff really does actually suck. And right, Osric, I got the Quake Grave, so there's always that too, right? Always a positive. Oh man, okay. How am I gonna do this part? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So that breaks apart after. We're on fire again. We're not gonna make that. Up we go, and that's it! That's all the hard levels in the evolution portion of the game. I'm just at a phase of growing up where life scares me. I have to be an adult now, so that's fun. Yeah, man. 18 is fun though. 18 is fun. You'll enjoy it. You're already way ahead of me, man. You're making a game, which is awesome. You know, at the time when I was 18 and I was graduating high school, I don't know what the hell I was gonna do. So I think it's great that you are already carving a way for yourself, which is really impressive. Yeah, and the heart isn't even unlocked here. But Osric, it's been great talking to you tonight, dude. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being the only guy who joined me the whole all night here. But I had fun playing Trials regardless. This is still a great game all these years later, you know? He says, I don't know what I'm doing. Sure you do, man. You got a great idea on what you're doing already. You're making a game already. I obviously don't know a lot about you in your personal life and everything, but like I said, at 18, I was learning web design. Yeah, that makes me feel good too. Yeah, one guy showed up for 2 seconds during the stream. But regardless, yeah, like when I was at that age, I didn't even know what I was going to do for school and college and everything like that. So, no, the secret is, just so you know, no one knows what they're doing. And that's what's exciting about it. You end up going to college, you have fun because you still don't know what you're doing. Then you start getting an inkling of what you like and what you think you might want to do. And I feel like that's the secret for life. I'm still pretty young myself, but like I feel like the secret for life is just figuring out something you like to do and trying to do that full time, or at least something close to it. I do something very close to what I wanted to do full time here, so I'm pretty happy with where I'm at, and you know, things are going well. And I'm sure the same will happen for you, Osric. You know, it's just a matter of time, and it's a matter of growing up and learning and being smart and staying out of trouble. Definitely stay out of trouble. I definitely give that as big advice for people, because you don't want to get into anything crazy. But regardless, if we want to have psychology talk, we should do that another time, right? But feel free to hit me up anytime, Osric. We could talk. But regardless, I am going to check out for the night. It's been a long stream, but it's been a fun one. Again, Trials, great game. Great game. Lots of fun. Have a lot of fun with this one. And you're not a troublemaker at all, so that's good. Keep it that way, my friend, because I wasn't a troublemaker myself, and things worked out pretty okay for me. But all right, man, I want you to have a good night. Adios as well. And again, we'll see you next time on GGRC, and hopefully next week for another Quake Grave. And I got something special for another GGRC stream that I'll be doing. So GG, man, and I'll see you next time.
GGRC.